Bam. The late adopter. A bit late today. Hi guys, doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily Show every single day, 9 a.m. Central European time, on the dollar every single day. We gotta do and look at Bitcoin, what Bitcoin will do. Today, Sunday usually a little bit off the dollar, but still in the ballpark area off the dollar. We still do this Bitcoin Daily because we gotta know what's happening. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit all the kind of buttons, and if you want all notifications, you have to hit the bell button, all and stuff like that. You gotta do that if you want all, because I do, upload, stuff, and people are not getting all the notifications. That's because they don't press the, notification button all. That said, how's everybody doing? It's good time to be, it's good time that we are a little bit late today. Not exactly on the, just in the ballpark area of the dollar, because right now, the Bitcoin is dumping, down 3.18%. So, we can watch it live and see what's happening right now. If we did this at, on the dollar at 9 a.m. Central European time, like we do every single day, we wouldn't be catching this. But right now we are catching this dump. It's very nice, very nice. We go down here to this 1 hourly time frame. You can see here that for the last, last hour it dumped pretty nicely. Dumped pretty nicely. Now, how's everybody doing in the chat? What green names do we have in the chat? Edward is here. Edward, too good. Hey man, how you doing? Martin RGL. Good morning. Good morning. Debuting every single day here, nice man. And Salam is here as well. One less dump. I don't know if it's one less dump, but if it dumps, I don't think it's one less dump, One less dump is an emotional dump that never happens. It's a wishful dump. It's a hope you dump. Ming is in the chat. Ming is the newest member, guys. One of the newest members, or the newest members here in the TF fans club. Coinskiller has the crystal ball. I hope he does. I mean, somebody has J Moab. What I asked in the chat, he said there's a gap. He said we also have a CME gap now. Would not be surprised if BTC goes straight down to 42 point. But I don't see any gap on 42. Now, first thing first, I don't believe in the gaps. I'm done with the gaps, but people still talking about gaps. But there are no gaps here. There are no gaps. There are no gaps. I don't see any gaps up here. Not on the upside, not on the downside. The only gap I see is all the way down here at 30,000. 34,000, between 34,000 and 32,000. There is a CME gap. So if you want to talk about gaps, there is a gap down there. Going down to some other time frames, 4 hourly time frames, I'm looking for the gaps. I don't think that's advisable. Like over here, there's a gap, right? I mean, went straight down over there. Looking for gaps, it's not actually good. And these gaps sometimes do not close. Trust me, they sometimes do not close. Do not trust that gaps will close. This might never close, guys. This might never close. So you're gonna see how this actually plays out, but this might technically never close, but the gap should only be looked on the daily time frame. Why on the daily time frame up here? See, down here is also the gap. This gap down here at 9,009, this never closed. This messed me so much. I've been talking about this for ages. This messed me so much. This never closed. So this gap up here might never close as well. If you are talking about gaps, this gap might never close, but we'll see if it closes or not. But it's all the way down at some kind of 32,000, 30,000. If you believe in gaps, we gotta go down to 32,000. We gotta go there, right? But if you don't believe in gaps, then no problem, right? Isn't that how these things work, right? Huobi Exchange decided to close their client's account in China by December 21st. They didn't decide to do that, Huobi Exchange didn't decide to do that, the government said they have to, It's not Huobi doing it. It doesn't have to close, but the likelihood is there. I don't think it's likely. Yes, we will go to 32. Posted about 4 hourly bear flag last night, playing out now. Yeah, there was some kind of 4 hourly bear flag, maybe. We looked at it's a bear flag, 4 hourly bear flag. I don't see the 4 hourly flag. I mean, on 1 hourly, what we are looking yesterday on 1 hourly. Was it on 1 hourly? Yeah, it was on 1 hourly. This is CME future, sorry. 4 hourly. Yeah, bear flag. You are looking at this as a bear flag. We are looking at some kind of pennant. If you look here, down here, we are looking at yesterday at some kind of pennant, and you can see here on the 1 hourly time frame that we had a big dump to the downside. Where the price actually stabilized here and went inside this triangle, and this is why, you know, yesterday we were up here when we drew this pennant, right? We are down here, and if you still don't believe in tech analysis, look at these perfect lines, look at these perfect lines, and look at the price goes all the way inside it, all the way to the end, and then gets out of the trade. Like, if this doesn't convince you that TI, you know, is legit, you know, nothing will, right? So this this pennant, or, you know, this bear flag, or whatever you want to call it, really doesn't matter. This played out. So, you know, whether this, you know, right now the downside, but the downside, you know, the tough thing about this is, you know, how do you draw this this line? Maybe something like this up here, then top to bottom. What's target should be around, yeah, around 38,000. Even for this bear flag, the target should be around 38,000. But we know that, because if you break this support down here, if you break this support here at around 40,000, we are going down here at 38,000. We know that. We knew that that's, you know, the goal if you break the support. So that's that. Now the only thing that's holding us up, and that's still legit and still on the table, it's this falling wedge, guys. It's this falling wedge, because we are inside this falling wedge up here, hitting the support down here. So, you know, there is always probability to bounce on the upside. If we fail this, it's 38, but if we call this, you know, we are getting out of this. We are getting out, because how much, this is one, this is two, this is third time testing this support, but it's not bouncing, so we want to bounce. But it is a little bit extended on downside on the daily time frame, so maybe we're gonna wait a little bit more before we actually break. Now if you do break, it's gonna, you know, we're gonna get another one of these extensions on downside. If that does happen, you know, probability to bounce towards the upside gets a lot bigger pretty quick, because we are already extended to the downside. TLR makes the best lines. Super late adopter, me late too. Yeah, today we are not on the dollar, but that's okay. Target for the bounce scenario. Towards the upside target, I don't know what target to upside should be, but, you know, if this falling wedge, the falling wedge is actually quite crap. Now this can, you know, this is an engulfing candle, so this can be, let's see on the 4 hourly up here. Let's see 1 hourly. It's not, it's okay, but it gets broken so much. It's not respected as it should be, you know. It gets broken so much. It is holding it somewhat, but it gets broken so much, you know. Okay, let's try to draw the better line. Let's try to draw a better line. I don't know how this looks more legit. But technically, right now, again, we are doing the same thing. Like, or like over here, we broke on the downside, then broke on the downside. But every time we break, we are right back up again, right? Break right up. So we gotta get right back up again above this line. But, you know, this line looks legit, somewhat legit, all the way down here, right? That's the problem. That's the problem area for the line. But right now, this you can see the line. As soon as you break the line, you right back up again. So I'm wondering whether we're gonna get right back up again, because right now this support down here is pretty close. So if you cannot get right back up again and bounce off of the up here, you know, we are looking to break this 40 levels of the support. We are looking to break this up here. Now if you break this on the downside, I'm looking at least at the between 39 and 38. Last time we came to 39.6 down here, we came to 39.6 down here, but, you know, this time we're gonna see, you know, whether that's gonna be a week, whether we're gonna close down here. But, you know, all the way down to 38,000, it's pretty good, you know, possibility to go down all the way down there. How much is that? That's around 7%, like that. That should be doable for Bitcoin in these kind of markets right now. To go down 7% more, plus 3%, yeah, that's gonna be minus 10%. Yeah, why not? It is definitely possible to go all the way down there. Let's see a 5-minute chart. It looks like getting rejected up there. As soon as it starts breaking this line down here, it might just, you know, dump down. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Big support here, oversold. If it does break, then big bounce. There's definitely big support in the 40 area right over here. There's super huge support up here, and that's why we don't want to break this, because if you break this down here, you're looking at 30, some 38, 39 levels, some 38, 39 levels. And it's gonna go pretty quick. I think it's gonna go pretty quick from over here to over here. How much percent is that? That's at least 4% with a big dump. I mean, all the way down there, all the way down to the last line. It might go slowly, but then it's gonna be a big dump, and then it might go slowly down to the last 38. I don't think we're gonna break the 38 today. I think that's too much to ask for, especially looking at the daily time frame and looking at these moving averages all the way up here. You know, if you break the 38, like you are overextend like that, everybody's gonna be like, you know, buying instantly down here right now. What kind of extensions would this be down here? What kind of extensions would this be? $13 down. 13% down. How would that look like? Yeah, that would be looking exactly like the previous dump. Over here, let's give or take. It is probable, you know, to fall down to 13%, but below that, you know, that gets really tricky. I don't think we're gonna go below 38. I think 38 is like the lowest you can go right now. Does the volume agree with the move? Yeah, does the volume agree? Volume does not agree. That's what we've been saying yesterday. The volume is not actually playing along. You know, the price is going down. Right now the volume is going down, especially here in these three. The volume does not agree. That's why I'm saying this support here might actually hold, because volume does not want it to go down, guys. The volume is on our side. You know, the volume is going down up here. Even we are, you know, somehow going downwards here. The volume is not playing on our side. The volume, the volume is playing on our side. So this move is right now. I don't think there is big interest right now to break on the downside. There is no big interest in break on down. So let's see on the weekly time frame how this actually looks. Well, weekly time frame, it is going out towards the upside up here. So on the weekly time frame, it is going up. Short term, no. Long term, yes. So short term, I don't think. It's the market maker. I bought and made the market crash. He has eyes on me. Dodge Daddy, yeah. I don't think it's Dodge Daddy time right now, unfortunately. But you know, every time I play Dodge Daddy, you know, the price inverts and goes the other direction, right? So you know, maybe you should play Dodge Daddy. Check this. Check out Sidereal with tropical astrology. It's supposed to be much more accurate than tropical stuff in the magazine. The moon cycles might be a trick institutional prey on the sheep. I don't know, man. I don't know if the moon cycles are trick institutional prey on the sheep, because I haven't seen like there are like 5 people doing the moons. Everybody else is doing you know, Fibonacci's and Emma. So if anything is trick institutional prey on the sheep, it's the Fibonacci's, it's the Elliott waves, you know. Those things are, you know, institutional trick on the sheep. Next month will be better. Alts will collapse if we hit a low 38. Alts are, you know, alts are all when Bitcoin was right now. Bitcoin is sitting at 3.2% in red, but when it was sitting at -5% down here, alts were. I looked at alts and they were like -9-10% or everything. Right now everything is around 5-6% on my charts. Oh, sorry, 5-7%, but it was like 8-9-10% in red when Bitcoin was 5. So they do actually. Alts are overextended. I don't think alts are overextended right now. I don't think they are overextended just yet. Okay, bad coin to look at, bad coin to look at. Like maybe BNB. Let's see BNB down here on the daily. They are getting there. They're definitely getting there. But weekly, you know, it's gonna be a long time until we get these kind of very nice weekly drops. weekly some kind of normal extension right now, but daily, and for example on the BNB right now, yeah, it's getting there, it's getting there. That's why I'm saying if you push even more down, like we are getting to some kind of real big extensions on the downside. But right now we are not close to the extending on the daily. On the 4 hourly not even close, on the 1 hourly not even close. So we got a lot of room to drop down. If you're gonna drop, you got a lot, just by looking at overextensions, we got a lot of room to drop. If you are gonna try to do the overextension to the downside, we got a lot of room to drop. So I'm thinking overextensions are gonna come, or around the 38 39 level, maybe even with the wick on the downside. That's when the overextensions might kick in to the upside. But right now there are no overextensions right now, so the only thing that can bounce us right now, it's not actually overextension, and it's support, and that's actually a lot better thing to do than overextension. Overextensions into support might be very nice, but down here overextension into 38 39, that might be nice. But if we just bounce off of this level of support without any kind of overextensions, this might actually be even nicer, because that shows that the support is legit. The support is legit, it's strong support. How can I get that indicator? You join the Patreon, everybody on Patreon gets the indicator. I would like one more overextensions to the downside and moon. Guys, you remember what we always talk about, when people start talking about one more dump, that's when that one more dump doesn't come. Opportunity to buy, there's good prices out there, but it's a week until payday for most, so I'm not hopeful this week. I mean, people have different payday, somebody have the 1st, somebody have the 14th, somebody have the 10th, somebody have the 20th, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. So for everybody is a little bit different when it comes to payday, so when people get money and when they invest, at least look at the weekly. BTC never tested the 50 week, and just because people get the fiat on the account, they still have to take the fiat and send to the exchange, and that can take a couple of days. It's not the first, actually 3rd or 4th, and stuff like that. Depends on how they do it. Look at a weekly. BTC never tested the 50 weekly and then goes straight up. It always goes first down to the 200 weekly. All in all, doesn't look good. I mean, I understand that, like, if you are looking at some kind of overall bottom on the weekly time frame, 50 moving average is right now big support, we know that. And if you are gonna call the bottom, bottom is down here at 15,000. We also were talking about that. Bottom is definitely at 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. So if you get to the 15,000 down here, if you get to the 15,000, that's the bottom. That's the, yeah, I don't think that there is gonna be one person saying this isn't the bottom if you get to 200 moving average. Now the trick is, are we gonna get down to 200 moving average? Now that's, how much is that down? That's 62% down. So you can, if you can bleed down 62% and still be emotionally stable, yeah, all good, man, all good. Couple of days to get from fiat to crypto, that sucks. Takes me like 15 minutes max. How do you do that? How do you go from fiat to crypto in 15 minutes? I want to know that, man. Because I don't know, from here, sending fiat to exchange or through banks, it takes at least a day or two, at least. 15k is bottom for sure. I mean, 15k gotta be a bottom. Like, that's 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Now we are hoping that this 50 moving average will somehow hold, right, and bounces towards the upside, but we'll see. Never say nothing, never say never, and we're gonna say it takes me 1 second. Kraken. Wait. Instant transfer from bank account to Binance US or Coinbase. How can you get instant transfers? Because when I transfer from fiat from my bank to crypto to exchanges, it takes a couple of days because it goes over SEPA or whatever it's called. It takes a couple of business days to transfer it over, right? I mean, you can do it with the MasterCard and with the Visa, with the the credit card. With credit cards is instant, I get that, but without the credit card, how do you do it? Bank pay. PayPal to Coinbase, or you go to through PayPal. You are doing wire transfers. So what other options are there beside wire transfers? Like you can use credit card. That's instant. Fiat crypto 5 seconds on Revolt. Fiat crypto only takes 2 minutes in Australia. SEPA is the wire transfer. Okay, so peer-to-peer. PayPal, not credit card. So PayPal goes faster. Okay, I get it. BT stays where it is. It is also about where it is. We have something called in North America called ETH transfer via Interac. Binance peer-to-peer takes 5 minutes. Swift payment. It's cheaper your way, but slower. I don't know if it's cheaper, you still gotta pay, with stuff. I think transfer differently in different countries. Takes 5 seconds through Binance. Yeah, I'm gonna check all that, but credit to debit card takes 5 minutes as well. Yeah, credit card takes pretty quick, but the fees are insane. The fees are insane. That's got 20% fees or something like that. Not 20%. I don't know. It's pretty high. For credit card, it's pretty high. Never transfer from credit card, guys. The credit card fees, for buying stuff like that, like transferring money, it's insane. Hobbyist, welcome to TF Fans Club. How you doing, man? Now, as the new member on Hobby, in the TF Fans Club, you gotta pick the coin that you want me to look at. Any coin, man. Any coin. It's your coin. I'll look at the coin. By the way, welcome to the TF Fans Club. Welcome to the green names. So Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin gonna dump on the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart is actually climbing a little bit up right now. At what point will you make short? I don't know. I don't see a point in shorts, guys. I don't see a point in shorts. There is better right now. Well, shorting the support is crazy. You cannot short the support up here, right? If you break it, you're already looking at somewhere, this is only 6% down. So why would, by the time you break it and going towards the 38, 39,000, by the time you break it, it's gonna stop here and reverse, so you don't want to short here. And then if it goes down, all the way down, you don't want to short that, because right now you are sitting at support again. It's only after you break that some kind of 38 level that I would be thinking about shorting, some kind of 38 levels, because this can bounce over here, it can break it down, bounce over here, and if it breaks down, that's the only time I'm looking down to some kind of 30 levels. This part up here is it's shortable. That's like something like 20% down. That's shortable. That's nice. But this up here, by the time it goes down, it can just reverse like within a minute and go back up again. Boss, what do you drink? I drink coffee, man. A lot of milk, a lot of sugar, a lot of coffee. I do everything to wake me up, man. We are holding the 111 EMA on the Pi cycle. The Pi cycle is interesting. The Pi cycle is interesting. Show moving averages, but which can let's go to this chart up here. It just doesn't say which one is 111, 102. Yeah, sure, we can use that support. Is this used as support? I mean, 111. Who would say that 111 is used? It is used as support right now, so it is some kind of support. So you don't want to break that support as well. That's also at 40,000. So it doesn't matter what you look at. 40,000 it's support. Doesn't matter what you look at, how you look at it. 40,000 is support. You break that, you're breaking everything, right? You're breaking this, you're breaking a lot of stuff. You don't want to break that. A lot of contrary. Be careful. All caps. All caps. Let's go to 5-minute chart. It is climbing a little bit, guys. It is climbing a little bit. Not sure if this is gonna hold. Let's go see on the 5-minute chart up here. This climbing a little bit. It does look like something in a bigger time frame up here. Let's see here. Maybe 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Let's see, 50 minutes. Yeah, this move on downside looks like something like up here. They did it like up there, and then it went sideways before it dropped. So this right now on the 5-minute chart, you know, up there, and then sideways, and then maybe drop. We're gonna see how this actually plays out. But right now it got support here at 40,900, all the way down to 4,500. These $400 dollarinos, these $400 are holding the support right now. So that's nice. So we're gonna see once these moving averages start, you know, coming back to us. This 5-minute charts, I don't know why we're looking at 5-minute chart, but you know, we don't want to break this. We don't want to break this down here. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself, but you don't want to break this level. You don't want to break these levels down here. Very important levels. You do not want to break the levels. Okay, do not break the levels. Do not break the levels, guys. Do not break the levels. You know, I know there are bears. You know, they are pushing it down. They're shorting. Do not break the levels, guys. I think long here to 200k. This is actually, you know, no long opportunity, but the problem is with this long right over here, it's you know, you are hitting it too many times. Down here it was nice, it went all up here, superb, no problem. Down here, you know, buying overextended levels, no problem. Going up here right now, you know, buying support, it's fine, you know, that's how it should be done. You should be buying support, but you need something more than just support. Support is nice, but some kind of a strength in the price, some kind of indication that that, you know, this is gonna play out nicely. It's gonna play out nicely. Let's see, look at MACD up here on the daily. The thing that I like up here, I'm gonna show you this is the daily time frame. That's good. I'm gonna show you on the daily time frame what I like on the MACD. I'm gonna show you what I like on the MACD on the daily time frame. Okay, guys, are you ready for this? I'm gonna show you what I like on the MACD on the daily time frame. I mean, there is a lot of things that I don't like on the MACD on the daily time frame, but there is one thing that I do like it, and I'm gonna show you this. And you can see here that these you know, histograms, you know, where the momentum is increasing to the downside, everything down here, and then this was actually towards went towards the upside, but you know, it dumped on the downside. So at least from over here it was going down, so the momentum was increasing. The momentum to downside was increasing and building up, but what's happening now, so price is still going down, but momentum is decreasing right now. Momentum is decreasing, and this is actually very good. This is very good. So it might actually mean that we are hitting some kind of very important levels where we're gonna, you know, stabilize and you know, break on upside. But it also mean that, you know, momentum is, you know, slowing down, getting ready to break on the downside. But you know, I like the momentum decreasing to the opposite side. Maybe it should not be actually, you know, looked at it that way. It should actually be looked at just that volatility is actually a little bit dying out, but volatility dying out on support is not actually a good thing, because they actually get back down again. So I don't know. Let's see up here. There was a little bit hopium on the upside up here, right? There was a little bit hopium. We are hoping this is gonna, you know, break to the upside and then fail down, and this fail down again, right? So see this trend line, we broke it on the upside and then right back down again, So can this actually, you know, right now maybe we are increasing this, having some kind of new downtrend. So it looks like we are going parabolic to the downside on the RSI. So this is increasing, right now we have to have an even faster increase up here, where it's gonna dump down to some kind of 10 levels or something like that. RSI, let's talk a little bit about RSI, because RSI also can be overbought and oversold levels, and I'm gonna show you, you know, very nice places where RSI does play out very nicely. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's move the moving averages for a second. And see here, these low levels, below 30 levels on the daily RSI, they are really low. Now it doesn't mean that it's bottom, because you see here it went something like this up here, and this RSI is like going, you know, the price was going down, the RSI was going up, right? And it bounced towards the upside. But when you hit these kind of lows, you know, these are very, very low. Down here, that's the close. But when the wick was all the way down here, I don't know, this was maybe at some kind of 10 levels or something like that. So when you are having a big dump to the downside, big overextended levels, look for RSI and look if RSI goes like something crazy, like below some the 20 levels or something like that. If it goes below 20 levels down here, something like 10, 15 levels or something like that, that's insane. These things happen very, very rarely. You have to go all the way back here to what's that, December 2018 to find that kind of levels where we closed at these levels, right? Else, you know, these levels often indicate some kind of stop in the price moving down. See here, pretty far down, and then, you know, get pushed down and then explodes to upside. So you got this move down and explode to upside. But these levels down here, it doesn't have to indicate the you know, you're gonna bounce right off it, but it can indicate, you know, some kind of low levels. Low levels, push it down, bounce up. Low levels, push it down, bounce up. This was just Corona dump, you know, this is extreme levels. See down here. Now let's do the same thing on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, I'm gonna show you on the weekly time frame. If you ever hit some kind of 30 levels on the weekly, let's go on BLX. If you ever hit some kind of 30 levels on the weekly time frame, down here, 30, if you ever hit these kind of levels on the weekly time frame, you know, that might be some kind of bottom, right? That might be some kind of, so if you go down here and this pushes down to some kind of 30 levels, that might be bottom, right? So keep that in mind also on the weekly time frame, that we might find some kind of bottom if we ever get hit these kind of levels down here. Thus down here. Look at this, guys. This is interesting. This is interesting. Look at this. I'm gonna show you something. By the way, we talked about fractal, this fractal and this fractal, right? And we are looking at MACD, but this looks the same up here as well, because these bottoms down here, you can see here, it went down to the bottom, went down to the bottom, went out to the bottom, hit some kind of bottom at the exact level, then bounced to the upside, bounced to the upside, bounced to the upside. You see, and right now, and then it went down. It's going down, and once it breaks this RSI down here, 40 on RSI on the weekly, it just crashes on the downside, guys, crashes on the downside. So these two fractals are exactly the same, and you know, there is a video on it. You can watch it, but I haven't done the RSI, but MACD is definitely 100% same. The price is exactly the same. Where is it? I'm gonna show you right now. If you go to and you watch this video, I'm gonna show you the video so you can watch. I don't want to, you know, talk about it right now, but just show you. There is a video called Insane Bearish Fractal. This video of here, Insane Bearish Fractal. If you go and watch this video, it's gonna explain you exactly 2014 fractal that's playing out right now. This on the weekly time frame, so don't think it's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna take a little while, but we are only looking at the MACD and the price and the moving averages. But right now I have been looking at the RSI up here. RSI, and RSI also looks like it's exactly the same. So this insane bearish fractal from 2014 up here, from 2014 right now, it's playing out right now. It's also the same on the RSI. So it does look like this is gonna play out. And what does that mean for us? Well, it means once you break the 50 moving average on the weekly time frame, you kinda done. So 50 moving average on the weekly time frame, that's over here, and 50 moving average right now is at 38,700. You close below that and you stay below that, you kind of done. Basically, you kind of done. That's it. You go below that, you kind of done. We gotta go back because my lines are gone. Let's go back a little bit like this up here. There, now lines are back. Okay. So that weekly 50 moving average is all the way down here at 38.6. So in this area down here, so that's why we are saying if you go down here below these levels, that's, you know, that's what I would short, you know, down here. I would short down here, up here. First of all, I won't short above the support. Below the support, you know, the next big support is right below you, you know, so there is not a lot to short. But if we break this on the weekly and start closing below here, you know, I think that's the short opportunity. So I think a lot of people are looking for the 38,000 to be broken to short if they are not short from up here or up there, right? You know, the rest of them that wants to get into short is, you know, when we become super bearish, right? So that said, right now, you know, it has still probability to break to the upside. It has the probability to break the upside up here as well. Both of these levels are very nice long options, but you know, you gotta know that, you know, some kind of support stop losses has to be set to, you know, to not get you know, to not get you know, to not lose it to the other side, not lose the other side, right? But yeah, we are holding the support right now. We had a nice dump today. It was 3 to 5%. It was 5% at most, and maybe this is gonna, you know, just play out like this fractal up here. It goes something like this and then sideways, and then it dumps on the downside. So maybe it's creating some kind of right now some kind of a pennant up here, because if you look at a 1 hourly time frame up here, it did this almost same thing up here in a bigger time frame, up, down, you see, and then sideways, right? Down, up, sideways. And here on the 5-minute chart, it's down, up, sideways, and then go down. So I don't know. I don't think, you know, this 5-minute chart is gonna take that long. Maybe a half an hour to 1 mile, half an hour to an hour at most, and then we're gonna see if this doubles down. By the way, let's see what people are saying in the poll. Is today the dump day? Yes, 58% said yes. No, 26%. And 16% said I pressed the like button. And those 16% are the most important ones. I tell you, I can take a look at COTI. Why is everybody talking about COTI? If you can tell me why everybody's talking about COTI right now, why is everybody wants to know what's happening with COTI? I'll do COTI. Okay, I'll do COTI. Because I've seen your people talking about COTI, but I don't get it. I don't get it. What about Solana? Hobbyist. First, we're gonna check Solana. Hobbyist, see here guys, Hobbyist is the new TA Fans Club member, so you know he wants to check Solana. We're gonna check Solana. I don't know if you're still here, man, but we're gonna check Solana for you. Ad and COTI. What's about what because of the summit? What about what does COTI has to do with anything? Okay, let's check Solana for the new guy. Solana daily. Just another coin people expect returns from. Well, I think people expect returns from everything, right? There is a big support right over here, down here, where we made the previous low, just like Bitcoin. It does look exactly like Bitcoin chart. This isn't... this is the level of downtrend. So you know, you eventually you want to break out of this this triangle to the upside. Let's see the 4 hour, how the 4 hour looks. It does look bad because, you know, below 200 moving average, you're getting below, you smash below these moving averages. So the only thing you have right now is 124. You don't want to break below 124 right now. 124 is a big line for Solana right now. You break below that, you might be looking at some kind of lower levels. Where are the low levels? Well, the first one is at 50 moving average down here. 50 moving average, also this support up here. So around 50 moving average, that's at 110 give or take. That's the first level of support. How much is that down? 10% or something like that from right now, 13% down. So you're gonna see how that plays out. But on weekly time frames, you know, you gotta go all the way down to 91 on the weekly time frame. So these three levels are, I think, important right now. Let's see monthly. Is there anything monthly? No. Weekly. Where's weekly? Weekly is yeah, weekly is down there, under 110 give or take around 111 give or take, and then you have 91, and after 91 you gotta go all the way down to 78. So these are very important levels for Solana for on the downside. Yeah, this 91 also corresponds very nice with this bottom down here at 94, so give or take. So these are very important levels of support for Solana. So when it goes down, things don't go down in straight line. It goes like, you know, they're bouncing on the supports. They're trying to see if the support actually, you know, might, you know, hold, and you know, it's playing with the supports. It's playing with the supports, right? So these supports are very important for Solana right now, and we'll see how this actually works. But right now, 124 is the most important level to watch, because if you break that and close below that on the daily time frame, you might see some kind of low levels. Not only that, on the 4-hourly, the same level actually applies down here. Right now, it's holding 124. We break that on the downside, we might be looking already right now at some kind of what's that, 108 to 112 levels down here. Just like Bitcoin is looking like at 38 to 39, Solana is looking at 108 to 112 down here. After that, you know, all the way down to 90, 91, 92. But this triangle that we have identified, I think this is more important right now than the falling wedge. I don't know if there is falling wedge here. You know, we've been looking at falling wedges, you know, for a while now, but I think these descending triangles on everything is they look more legit. So maybe you get another pump up here, because this moving average is all the way up here, another pump up to moving averages maybe, and then you're down maybe, or we just dropped right now on the downside. But nothing is happening to the upside until you break the trend line, and trend line goes from the top all the way down through these weeks. And once you break that on the upside, then it's when we can talk about some kind of levels on the upside. But right now we are talking about levels on the downside, because we are looking for support. Everything is right now looking for support, but 124 definitely an important level of support that needs to be held. Thanks for joining, hobbyist. Still here, that's nice, still here. So these do keep in mind these levels. These levels are really important on the downside. These levels are really important on the downside, but right now this triangle is very, very important. Look at VeChain. Now VeChain, we are creating the you know, creating some kind of falling wedge, but I think falling wedges are hopium at most. Right now, for example, VeChain is breaking actually support down here. It's on 4. Let's look on a daily. Yeah, still keeping the or some kind of support down here, but everything has this triangle. We did even NG coin yesterday up here. We are hoping this is a falling wedge, you know, but you know, everything is right now inside this this triangle up here, descending triangle. So maybe this descending triangle between the support and the trend line up here, you know, we're gonna see if they break the downside and the upside. But you know, even Solana has the exact same thing going on for it right now, this triangle. So whichever side actually, you know, breaks out, it's gonna be important move for Solana. Okay guys, do you want to see COTI? So let's see here. Do you want to see COTI? Have a look at Hex. Hex is not doing anything, it just keeps on going up, man. The Singaporean. There won't be any, you know, altcoins today. You know, this is the last one. You know, we're just gonna do COTI, go back to Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin is doing. Maybe check the Ethereum, see what Ethereum is doing. Let's check Ethereum right now. Getting support on 100 moving average down here. The level of support, you know, that you don't want to break is down here, right below us, corresponding nicely with this 100 moving average. 20 moving average is also right there. We got the weekly down here at 20. What's that? Is Ethereum really down at 27? Man, it feels like yesterday it was up here, man. It goes down so fast. It was 3,200 like 3 days ago, and right now it's 2,700. Man, this goes so fast down. It's insane. And you know what my wife says every time to me? Oh, I wish I bought at when Ethereum was at 1,000. Where it was down here. Oh, 1,700. Oh, I wish I bought here. I wish I bought here. You know, that's what she's telling me. Oh, I wish I bought down here. Now it's at 4,000. I think she, you know, Ethereum is her love coin. So Ethereum is her, you know, love coin. She fell in love with Ethereum because, you know, she got a lot of gains on Ethereum. You know, so I think she likes saying, I wish I bought this down here. You know, it was so low. You know. maybe she's gonna get another option, maybe. Okay, let's see. 56 want to see Coty, 44% doesn't. Okay, let's see. Win is a win, right? Win is a win. 56 does win. So we have some kind of democracy over here. Minus 5.1 pumped really hard yesterday up here. Coty is actually, you know, bouncing towards the upside. Coty is outplaying everything right now, and this might actually seem like some kind of bull flag up here, or some kind of pennant where it actually, you know, continues towards the upside, just waiting for the moving average. Let's see on the 4 hourly. There is no, let's see here, there is no divergence up here, or actually there is divergence right now. There is divergence on the 4 hourly, but the divergence is played out. You know, it goes up, goes down, the divergence, but this is hidden bullish divergence, you know, on the bottom side, you know, so it might actually do another one of these pulls to the upside. Maybe, but holding below 20 moving average doesn't matter that much. Let's see the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, there is no divergence. On the weekly, there is no divergence. Everything is working nicely, and it's breaking the all-time high up here. This is the all-time high, 0.46. Today is Sunday, you know, so we're gonna see if they actually managed to break it. It did break this level up here. This is all-time high. This is not all-time high on the daily. Here's all-time high on the daily up here. Up here, so it did break all-time high, so it's trying to keep all-time high on the daily, trying to keep all-time high on the weekly, and trying to, you know, move to upside. It's above all the moving averages, so that's nice. There is no problem there. Weekly above all the moving averages. There are no, let's see if there is some kind of extended levels up here. On the other side, there are no extended levels, so everything looks fine. I mean 70 and 70, something like that, and 71 on the weekly. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. MACD right now looking to go towards the upside. Got a bullish cross on the weekly, very nice. Bullish cross on daily, very nice. So MACD on the other side does actually play very nicely. There might be some kind of divergences, but you know, I don't think that should be taken that seriously. Now the daily did get up here at the top. It was extended, but it's no longer extended right now. You can see up here it was extended some levels up here. These extended levels come very you know, rarely. These extended levels come very rarely, and they usually come to on some kind of top on Coty. So right now it is going a little bit, it's not going straight down, it's not doing something like this up here where it goes up and it goes straight down, but you know, it goes up and then goes into, you know, holding certain levels on upside. I think this actually looks bullish and going sideways, so these overextended levels can actually, you know, pull a little bit back. Now there is one thing I want to show you on this chart up here, and I've been explaining it, you know, yesterday. I've been explaining before, I've been explaining on my Patreon, I've been explaining to everybody how these things look and why I'm a little bit bearish on Bitcoin right now. It's when you had some kind of move towards the upside, and you smack it, you know, some kind of moving average on downside, and you go, you follow the moving averages, you usually break down on that moving average. You can see that up here, and the same thing is happening on Bitcoin right now on the monthly time frame. I'm gonna show you, and not this one chart, this one up here, weekly, monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, let's use this chart up here. All my charts are busy. Let's use this one. On 10 moving average. You see here, we went to the upside, smack down. Right now, following the movement, usually this breaks on the downside. Usually that breaks on the downside. You know, these kind of moves, these kind of patterns usually break on the downside. So that's why I'm looking on the monthly time frame. But you can see here on Coty as well. You know, on the small time frames, of course. On small frame, this is a daily time frame. This actually did happen up here. You know, you go, you know, straight up. You go to some kind of you extend from the averages. This actually worked on the 20 moving average down here. Extend, smack down the 20 moving average, hold it, and then drop it below it. Because when you smack it down, what you want to do is you want to just bounce off of it. But when you smack it and then you cannot get, you know, cannot get the glue off your hands, you know, and you cannot do this, you drop down. So that's why I'm a little bit bearish on Bitcoin on the monthly time frame. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out, but you can see this pattern is also happening everywhere. That said, Coty right now did get some kind of extended levels. I mean, it did do 90%, and that's why everybody's talking about Coty right now. So it's not just that it did 90% in 2 days. So you know, that's why people are talking about it. They want to know if it's gonna go up more. I say it has the probability to go up more, but you know, it is it is getting to some kind of really high levels even on the weekly time frame. So it does go out more. I am not quite sure how far more it's going to go. Now these things are pretty hard to, you know, figure out. You can see here the top up here is coming right now where the previous top down up here was. But the thing is, this top came in 3 phases, 1, 2, 3, right? So it started over here and ended up here, right? So this top started up here, you know, it might 1, 2, 3, and you know, how another one up here, you know, and you know, stop up here. So how far this is gonna go to upside, we don't know. We don't know. What we do know are some kind of trend lines that are, you know, should be held as support, that they should not break. So let's go down into the daily time frame and find these trend lines on COTI right now. So this up here broke pretty quickly to the downside, and right now we're getting some kind of support, some kind of a top up here. So this is why I'm saying that this is a little bit interesting, where we're gonna, you know, break to the upside. There is another one that has almost the same type of pattern, but you know, the moving averages are a little bit different. I think it's 1. Let's check 1 for a second up here. Yeah, the one has the same thing, but if you remove the moving averages, it has this, you know, climb up here that was going something like this, then bounce, and then it went straight through that on the downside. And if you look at COTI right now, where's COTI? It went up, straight up, you know, broke the trend line on downside. Right now back to the trend line, but right now this trend line over here is acting as a resistance. So you know, it can climb towards the upside. It can climb towards the upside, but you know, it's no longer a parabolic move to the upside. Unfortunately, it's no longer a parabolic move. Maybe it's creating a new parabolic move up here right now. But I think if it breaks this trend line up here, if it breaks the trend line to the upside, then we might actually go parabolic. But right now, the move is just, you know, hitting the resistance up here. Hitting the resistance, and it's holding. The good thing is that this part over here, this last part, is actually holding, creating some kind of a bull pennant. So it does have a probability to break above. That said, you know, sitting at resistance, you know, it's not time to go long. Last thing we're gonna look at is volume, and you can see the volume actually kicked in really hard on these 3 days, but that's, you know, expected when something goes up 90%. 90%. Let's see on the 4-hourly time frame how this actually looks like. To the upside up here, the volume was going up. That's nice. To the downside up here, it was going down. Then you got upside. So this part is going up. So from over here it was going down, which is actually quite bad move. So this doesn't look very strong to me. This part over here does not look very strong to me. 4-hourly also has the divergence on the overextend indicator and also on the RSI. There is divergence and push down, but up here below here it's a hidden bullish divergence. So you know, we might pump up, even though, you know, it doesn't look strong. We might pump up here. That's why I'm saying like this bullish pennant. But it looked like bullish pennant on a daily time frame. Let's see on the daily hourly time frame. It's no bullish pennant. I mean, on the 4-hourly, on the daily time frame, it does look like a bullish pennant, but you know, beside the daily doesn't look on anything. So we might actually pump on one more time, but if you get the second divergence up here, and then you get the divergence up here, and the volume is still, you know, going down while if you do this move towards the upside and volume is still going down, you know, be careful. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, you know, once things start coming into, you know, price discovery mode, things get a little bit more difficult, you know, and that's will it get rejected? We don't know. If you knew that, we'd be billionaires, trillionaires. I don't know what kind of quadrat-trillionaires. Yes, I bought ARA at 30 pence. I'm in for my retirement, 30 years. Good luck, man. Next 1-hourly candle close on BTC will break out from head and shoulders. Can you look, bro? Yeah, well, caps lock do help. Of course, caps lock always help. So let's go back to the Bitcoin and see what's happening, and let's check this 1-hourly head and shoulders pattern that Darren 8K is talking about. The 1-hourly close on BTC will break out from head and shoulders. Now, where is the head and shoulders pattern? That's what I'm wondering, man. Where is this head and shoulders pattern? It's a really weird head and shoulders pattern, and the 1-hourly will not do anything right now. The 1-hourly will not do anything. There is no head and shoulders, man. There is no head and shoulders. I don't see it. You can call this head and shoulders, but the 1 hourly, you know, 52 minutes, it's right now going towards the upside, more towards the upside. You know, I think it's gonna take a couple hours, you know, to get back to the down to the up. I don't think it's gonna happen, you know, this second. It can happen, but you know, I think it's gonna take a couple more hours, so it's not on this this second. Guys, that said, watch this level like a hawk, with a hawk's eye. If you break that level on the downside, you know, that does not look good. This does not look good. Anyways, that's it for today. A little bit later than on the dollar today, but you know, that's fine. So come back tomorrow, same time, you know, 9 a.m. Central, not same time, 9 a.m. Central European time. 9 a.m. Central European time every single morning, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on the way out, and hit the notifications bell button. You know, you have to hit the you know, bell button and all to get all the notifications, because sometimes, you know, people are not getting because they don't have the bell button all. The all is important. Tila, I'm live streaming your live stream with the market siphon indicator. I'm working on doing what you asked me and incorporating the moon indicator on market siphon. And are we gonna shield the market siphon? I'm gonna shield the market siphon. Okay, let's shield the market siphon. So there is this guy called in the chat. He says his market siphon. I'm gonna show you here. There is this guy in the chat. Open the chat in your fans. Okay, I'm gonna shield your stuff, man. There is this guy called Market Siphon, right? He says, still I'm live streaming your live stream Market Siphon indicator. I'm working on what you asked me to incorporate the moon indicator on Market Siphon. So he got this, you know, he's got this indicator that he's selling. Let's go to his page, Market Siphon. Market Siphon. Let's shield the indicator. This is the guy. He has 11 subscribers. He's already selling the indicator, man. He's already selling the indicator. Bitcoin live crypto signal trading indicator Bybit. This is live. He's going live right now. And let's shield the indicator. This is the guy. He has 11. He's streaming what I'm talking about. He's streaming what I'm talking about. That's nice. Still won't get any views, lol. Bit it's what should eat. Market siphon. So you got this this indicator. I don't know what kind of indicator it is. This looks ugly, man. This looks very. I thought it was something wrong with my chart. You know what this looks? It looks like the blue screen popped up. You know, your PC crashed. The blue screen popped up and messed up your charts. That's what this looks like. I'm gonna take screenshot of this and tell people, hey man, you know, my PC is broken. What is this, man? But he's got this indicator right now. You know, where's the indicator? I don't know. There's a lot of disclaimers here. He has a Twitter, Siphon Signals. He's selling maybe some signal stuff. I don't know what he's doing. You know, but I thought he was having an indicator. There is an indicator down here, some kind of indicator. But it looks like a broken chart. It definitely looks like a broken chart. Let's go to his page about welcome to the advanced and comprehensive indicator system on the web. That's nice. Let's go to home. Let's see some of the videos. You only have one video. Market Cipher Magic Trend Bar. There are some rules. He has rules. Buy and sell dot above below 0 must match the trend bar. Risk reward ratio 3:1. Win lose 3:1. January 1 present date backtest 34 wins 16 losses. I don't know. That doesn't seem to me 3:1, man. That's bending the truth. That's bending the truth. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You got this Twitter. There is some kind of indicator. How much does your indicator cost, man? I got the indicator as well, you know. So we indicator, you know, peeps. We are, you know, together. YouTube channel. Like, if people want to get your indicator, they have a really hard time getting an indicator. Because if I want to buy it, like, I don't know where to go. Where do I go to buy an indicator, man? Do I look it up on TradingView? What am I doing? By the way, guys, for you guys that haven't seen, 22nd November 2022, Venus, Mercury, Earth, Mars in line. Something big is gonna happen. 22nd November 2022, in a little bit about a year's time. Big moment in the astrology. Big moment in astrology is gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. Bitcoin FUMO. Google it. I'm not gonna Google FUMO. No, it's not going follow the further bro on Twitter. I have a limit order on Quant. Tila Sigma grind test. There you go, Michael Siphon. I shield your stuff. I shield your stuff. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Yeah, 22nd November on 2022, not 2021, 2020. Yeah, 22nd November. It's 22/11/22, you know. 22/11/22, you know, big stuff, big stuff. No, not November, guys, will access to a higher plane. I don't know, man, that might be it. We don't know what's gonna happen, but, you know, Venus, Mercury, Earth, Mars in line, 22nd November 2022. It's gonna be big, guys. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be very, very big. The important day, the important day. You have to remember, I know people are always throwing around dates, you know, because of this, because of that, but, you know, this is important. Because, you know, you cannot manipulate the Earth, you know, the moons and the planets. You know, they do their own stuff. We can only follow them. We are only followers of the planets. You understand that? So when these get in line, it's time to, you know, something big for happen. That's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. See you tomorrow, 9 AM Central European time. Hit the like button on the way out. Bye.